San Francisco State Finance 372, Prologis, take 3, in action.
Great, so today we're going to be talking about the Prologis REIT and our recommendation. After executing several valuation methods, we have an intrinsic value of $48.99, which is a 11% discount on the current price of $55.26. So we're going to go over a quick overview. So what's to come in the next 8 minutes? We have a quick background of Prologis, the financial conditions and how they pair up amongst their peers, our stock valuation, and finally our recommendation. So quick background, they're the world's leader in logistic real estate, founded in San Francisco, with a current market cap of over $29 billion. So this is their executive team. You have President and CEO MAH00759. He also founded AMB Property Corporation, which went public in 1997, and then in 2011 he was able to negotiate a merger between AMB, which was his company, and Prologis, and now they're just formerly known as Prologis. So the product and services that they offer to their clients, they have in-house property management. They have a leasing team. They're involved in property development. They're really known for their high quality property development when they do develop these large infrastructures. They're also known for being very serious about their sustainable development when they build their warehouses. So they have things such as like energy efficient lights, cool roofs, and they also participate in acquisitions. So next slide, we have just a quick pie chart of the breakdown of all their square footage spread out throughout the different continents. So majority is going to be in the Americas, but they have also a large presence in Europe and Asia. And in Europe, they're in over 13 countries. And in Asia, they have 25 strategic markets, and 19 of those 25 are all in China. So.
Okay, so for the SWOT analysis, some of the strengths that we saw for Prologis were like some barriers to market entry. They have very diversified international portfolio. Some opportunities they have is growing demand, growing in profitability, and then weaknesses we see future debt, the cost structure. There can be some weakness there. Threats are the market risk, increasing interest rate, and decelerating growth in the future. So next we have the financial condition. The ranking, sorry. So first comes Prologis with a market cap of $27.67 billion, and then we have Duke Realty Corp, Liberty Property Trust, and DCT, First Industrial Realty Trust as fifth. For financial conditions, overall it had a condition of good, with a net margin of above average. Return on assets good, return on equity is good, and debt equity pretty good, and interest coverage of below average, and overall it was a good condition. Financial ratios, we had quick ratio and with a condition of excellent, dividend yield with good, and our return on investment capital as excellent. Overall, it was a condition of excellent. And for a technical analysis, it shows that RSI is slowly increasing. The MAH is slowly increasing as well. For our trend line, it's an upward trend with the current price around 54, 55 at the moment, and forecasted to grow.
For the perpetuity, we chose a CAP-M model to find our discount rate, and we chose a beta of 0.8 and an expected market return of 10% to yield a return on equity of about 8.5%. So we forecasted 8, 9, and 10%, and we chose 9% to be as close to 8.5%, but still a conservative estimate and that gives us a value intrinsically of $31.44.
Great, so for our Gordon growth valuation, we ended up with an intrinsic value of $40.43, which was a discount of 27% of the current value. So we decided to choose a 9% return opposed to our expected market return, which was 10%. So we chose that as more of a conservative option because of where we're at in the real estate cycle, and we aren't expecting things to peak much more. So we chose a 2% for the growth rate to kind of run parallel with inflation. So.
For the multiple model, we chose multiples of 18, 19, and 20. We went with the REIT value of 53.77, bringing us to a discount of 2.7% compared to the current value.
For the discounted cash flows, we looked at the capital structure of the company. They're about 30% debt and 70% equity. The return on debt was about 5.3. We rounded it up to 6% to be conservative, and the return on equity was about 8.5. So that gave us an average WACC of roughly about 8%. But in the end, we forecasted three values, 6, 7, and 8%, and we decided that 7% was a little bit more accurate due to some rounding in the capital structure. So we decided that's a more accurate figure, and that's what we picked for the discounted cash flows.
For the net asset value, we got an NOI of $1,210 million, a shares outstanding of 529.56 million, bringing us to a NAV of 38. We chose cap rates of 6, 7, and 8%. We chose the highest one, giving us a $38 intrinsic value with a 31% discount.
In the end, when we weighted all of these procedures, we chose to represent perpetuity and Gordon growth at only 5% of their value. We're more heavily weighted towards the multiple approach at 50%, 35% discounted cash flow, 5% net asset value, and our total with all of those weighted averages combined is $48.99. And our recommendation is to sell or hold, and so our recommended trades are to sell the short, to write call options, buy put options, write forward contracts, write futures, write calls on futures, buy puts on futures, write calls on ETFs, and buy puts on ETFs.